first of all, good morning if you just joined us. I'm going to ask you to think about rebids, because that's what we did last time. Remember, rebid, an opener's rebid is opener's second chance to show her hand or his hand. On your first bid, if you had 13 or if you played 12 points, 13 to 21 points, high card points plus distribution, you would bid at the 1 level. And we're only talking about rebids after you've opened at the 1 level. If your partner has responded, they've promised you at least 6 points. And now what do you do on your second bid? So I'd like a volunteer to please just tell me, and see if you could do it without looking at your notes. What is something that an opener can do on his or her rebid? Just shout it out.
Can't. Go to
What is the kind, what is, Mickey, what?
He could go to game. He could raise another level.
Okay, wonderful. So on rebid, you can, when you say go to game in what? In what suit?
Oh, let's say it's major. Let's say it was one spade, 2 spades. You could say 4 spades, depending on your hand.
So you can repeat your own, the suit that you opened in. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
You can repeat your, okay. And if you want to just write it down, even though you have it in your notes, that's fine. Repeat your suit. So there's 2 situations in which you'd repeat your suit. One is, what's the name of the lady that was answering that question?
Sandra.
Sandra. Oh yes, Sandra, I recognize you. Okay, so on your rebid, you can repeat the suit that you opened with if your partner has shown you that there's a fit.
Right.
And when you open 1 spade or 1 heart or 1 anything, and your partner says it at the 2 level, they're telling you, oh, I have 6 to 10 points. I have support for you. So you can repeat it. The other way you can repeat your suit is if your partner hasn't shown you that they can support it, but you have something extra in that suit. So you opened 1 spade and you happen to have 6 spades. You can repeat the spades or hearts or whatever to show that you have 6. All right, so one thing you can do is you can repeat the suit you opened with. Can somebody else, somebody different, tell me something else that you can do on your rebid?
2 over 1.
Okay.
All the questions. Michael, was that you?
Yeah, 2 over 1. 2 and
Tell me what that means.
I think from you can go to the 2 level from the 1 level, or I guess from the 2 to the 3.
Okay, so you can go to the 2 level and change the suit, or
Yes.
okay, are you talking about responder now? I think you're talking about responder.
You could respond.
I say 1 spade and responder says 2 diamonds. I'm not talking about responder. I'm talking about opener.
Oh.
I opened, my partner said something, and now I get to bid again. You're talking about responders bid.
I'm sorry, you're right. You're right.
Okay, somebody else?
You can
Support your partner suit?
You can support your partner's suit.
that's what I was going to say, yes.
Well, it was brilliant of you. Support your partner's suit. So I opened 1 diamond, showing 12 or 13 to 21 points and no 5-card major. My partner says 1 heart, showing at least 4 hearts. Remember, 5 in a major to open it, 4 you need at least 4 to support it. And I looked down and I said, look at that. In addition to those 4 diamonds that I had, I also have 4 hearts. We have a fit. Once you and your partner have a fit, you can bid his suit. So now I can switch to my partner's suit. So I can repeat my suit. I can support my partner's suit. Somebody else, somebody different, tell me something else. My suit, and I can't support my partner's suit. What's a third thing I could do?
Bid another suit?
I can bid a different suit.
Yeah.
I can bid a suit that hasn't been bid yet. So I can bid a new suit. And I'm going to hold this up in a minute. So I open 1 diamond. and I also had 4 spades. Everybody got that? I opened 1 diamond and I had 4 spades. When I said 1 diamond, my partner responded 1 heart. I can't support his hearts. I only have 3. But I have 4 spades. Can I bid my spades?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Could my partner also have 4 spades to go with his 4 hearts?
Why
Yes.
not?
He showed the hearts first. So I say 1 diamond, partner says 1 heart. Remember, for now, we're just assuming there's no intervening bids. I say 1 diamond, partner says 1 heart. I say 1 spade. He may say, great. I've got 4 spades to go with openers 4 spades, and we have a fit. Or he may say, don't like the diamonds, don't like the spades. And he may do something else. But we're not talking about him. We're talking about you, the opener. Okay, it's my second bid. I've opened. My partner has responded. He's changed the suit. It comes back to me. Do I have to bid?
Yes.
Yes.
I must bid
Must
if
bid.
responder has changed the suit. Must. Okay, I said a diamond, he said a heart. I looked down. I can't repeat my diamonds. I don't have 6. I can't support his suit. He bid hearts. I don't have 4, right? I need 4 to go with his 4.
Yeah.
I don't have another suit to bid. I have spades, but I only have 3. I have clubs, but I only have 3.
You told us.
What am I gonna do? I
No
must bid,
trump.
but I have nothing else to bid. So
No
I can
trump.
bid
No
no
trump.
Trump.
the level. Notice I'm not telling you what level to bid no trump. Because all of that's gonna depend on how many points you have, right?
Yeah.
Say right, okay. So those are my possibilities, except for one more. I can pass.
Yeah.
I can pass on my rebid. I open 1 heart. Partner answers 2 hearts. He has 6 to 10 points and support for my hearts, right?
Mhm.
Life looks good, except I only have 13 points. And he just promised me 6 to 10 only.
Pass.
Is there any chance of making game?
No.
No.
Probably not, almost definitely not. Unless he bid wrong, or unless I'm insanely lucky, but you can't count on insane luck. So I could pass because I know what he's got and it's not enough for us to go to game. And if we're in the right suit, but we don't have enough points to go to game, then we'll stop at a partial. Remember partials? You're in the right suit, but you're not at game. Another situation in which I might pass as an opener on my second bid is I bid 1 of whatever, 1 diamond. Partner says 1 no trump. He's also got 6 to 10 points. No 4-card major for me, right? If he had a 4-card major and I opened in a minor, he'd have to bid it.
Yeah.
He says 1 no trump. I look down, I see 13 points, maybe even 12. I might have opened with 12. And he's showing me 6 to 10 points and I'm counting to 13. Are we gonna make game in no trump? No, we're not.
No.
So, okay, where we belong in no trump, but we don't have the points to go any higher. So I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna give you a chance to look at it and then I'll take questions. Give me 1 minute to hold this up for people to look at it.
This is on page 9 of our notes, Ann, as well.
I know. I know. I
Okay,
said it was in your notes. This was review.
okay, good.
But thank you. It might not have been in this order.
No. no.
Okay, I'll take questions.
I have a question.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
Sandra.
I
Okay,
know.
so you said 1 spade and your partner.
I opened
said-
1 spade.
You opened 1 spade, there's no intervening bid. Your partner said 2 spades. Now you look at your hand, you had 13 high card points, but you have a void. Now you know you have a fit.
Okay, we haven't
Yeah.
discussed that yet. Yes,
Okay.
that's today's discussion. Yes.
Okay, that was my question.
That's reevaluating your hand. We haven't gotten there yet,
Okay.
but that's true. All right, any other questions? On
You didn't answer your,
I what? I'm sorry, what was that question? I didn't answer her. I didn't answer her because I'm going to talk about it today. Any other questions about what we did last week before we go over the hands from last week? Okay, if anything comes up, we'll talk about it as it comes up. I'd like to look at page 14. Talk about reevaluating your hands. I think we went over the deal on page 14, those hands on page 14,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Does anyone have any questions?
We only did hand one.
We only did hand one?
Yeah,
Hand
Thank
two
you. Let's
is
take a look
homework.
at hand. Let's take a look at hand two then.
okay.
Hand two is also, oh, sorry, somebody raised their hand. Alcatel Joy Tab Kids, I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. I got a message that somebody raised their hand. Do you guys know how to raise your hand, by the way?
Yes.
What is last
Taught
week?
us last
Yeah.
week.
I taught you last week. Okay, I'm gonna keep the participants list open. So if you'd like to raise your hand, I can see the little yellow hand go up next to your name. All right, so in hand number two, there's an opening bid by South. We're gonna have South as the dealer. And I asked you to look at this, so you should have the whole hand dealt out, but just in case you don't, take a minute now and put down South's opening bid and actually bid out the whole hand until you have contract.
And
Yes,
yeah, I was just looking at my note about a reverse bid. Did we go over that? And I just don't
You
remember.
said to forget it.
no, what I said was, it's a little too complicated. I shouldn't have included it in this level. I haven't taught it yet. It's something I teach in a more advanced class. But you can look at it if you want. If you have a question about reverses and you can't figure it out on your own, you have my email address. So just send me an email. I'm not going to cover it in the class.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm not going to give you a lot of time to bid out this hand because I did ask you to do it at home. I will tell you, you should have a contract of 4 spades.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
So South's opening bid with 7, 9, 10, 11, 7, 9, 10, 11, 14, and 6, 20. 20 high card points plus 1 point for the extra spade was 1 spade.
Oh.
Now that is a hand.
Maximum.
Now, remember last week, we talked about minimum hands, medium hands, maximum hands. If you have 12, if you play where you can open with 12 to 15 points, you have a minimum hand. You're probably, unless your partner has shown you some extra points, not going to end up in game. If your partner has a minimum hand, you don't have a game. With a medium hand, you invite your partner to game by jumping 1 level. Whatever you do here, you jump a level. And with a maximum hand, you know you have game. You've got at least 19 points. Your partner by bidding showed you 6. 19 and 6 is 25. You've got a game. So remember all that from last week, I hope. So South is the dealer with 20 points, 21 points with distribution. South has a maximum hand, right, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If South hears anything from her partner, they're going a game.
Does it matter whether she bids 1 spade or 2 in this case, or 2?
Whether South opens 1 spade or 2,
Well, yeah, can they
hell
open?
yeah.
No,
2
but I'm saying,
spades is a preempt bid. It shows 6 to 10 high card points.
no, I see.
Remember that?
Yes.
Oh, that would be a terrible message to send to her partner. And it's yeah, it's 1 spade. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong hand for a second.
Okay.
1 spade, pass, of course, by West, And you should have North is saying 2 spades.
Right.
North has
Yeah.
6, 8, 9 points.
Right.
Some people would say that she actually has 10 points because many people, if you have more than 3 cards in your partner's major suit, she has a 4-card support, right?
Yes.
A lot of people, most people would give an extra point for that extra spade support. Everybody follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So in
Yeah.
fact, she has 10 points, but still within the range to answer 2 spades, correct?
Yes.
South says, okay, if I have 20, my partner has 6 to 10, that means we have somewhere between 26 and 30 points. Do you remember how many points for slams? Remember I told you once
30.
long?
33.
33.
33.
They
Wow.
don't have 33. They might have 31 with the reevaluation, but don't worry about that right now. They don't, almost definitely don't have enough points for slam, but they absolutely have enough points for game. Because even if North has only 6 points, they have 26 because South is sitting there with 21, right?
Yes.
Okay, so South can comfortably go to 4 spades and know that almost 100% that she's going to make it. So let's talk about the lead, because we know North is the dummy. What do you think North should lead? What do you think West should lead?
Juice of hearts,
The what?
a juice of hearts.
Yeah, hi, is that my friend over there?
Oh, yeah.
June? Okay, hi, June. All right, 2 of hearts. Fourth down from her longest and strongest suit. She doesn't have a partner who bid, right? Partner didn't show anything. She doesn't have any singletons or doubletons, which are good things to lead in a suit contract, because then you get yourself void. So she'll just lead the 2 of hearts. And turned out to be not such a great thing for her because she's moving away from a king. Okay. North puts her hand down on the table. South counts her losers. Remember, in a suit contract, you count your losers. If you're leading against a no trump contract, Clara counts her winners. So she goes suit by suit. In spades, does she have any losers?
No.
No.
She's missing 4 spades. Even if one person has all 4 spades, the highest spade she's missing is the 10. She's got the ace, the king, the queen, and the jack. She can't lose to the 10. Does anyone have a question about that? Mickey, you have a question.
I had a question about the original bid. I bid 2 no trump as the opener.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to say that's wrong. Many people with 21 points and a balanced hand, and it is a balanced hand, would open 2 no trump. I personally am in the camp of the majority of people who think if you have a 5-card major, you show it before you bid no trump.
Okay.
If those 5 spades were actually 5 clubs, and those clubs were the spades, I would have opened 2 no trump. But because it's a 5-card major, I want to show that.
Okay.
Because you remember, you always want to play in a major if you can. All right, thank you. And I'm glad I looked up and saw the hand. All right,
Good.
so 2 of hearts down on the table, and she's going to count her losers. No losers in spades. Does she have, again, don't look at East and West. You're only looking from South's perspective because she's the declarer and she's planning. Mickey, would you put your hand down, please? You
Oh,
just go
I
back.
thought it was down. Oh,
No, just
okay.
go to the thing. Yeah, thank you. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'll think you have another question. All right. So in hearts, does she have the potential to lose a trip?
Yes.
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 Oh, yeah.
Now, we can see by looking at West and East, if you want to cheat and look over there, that the finesse is going to work for her because the
Yeah.
king is in the right place. If she leads that jack of hearts and West covers it with the king, she has the ace and the queen in the dummy. Correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If the king was in East, she loses it, but she doesn't know where the king is, so she has to count it as a potential loser. How about in diamonds? Does she have a potential loser?
Yes.
She has
Yes.
a definite loser,
Definite.
loser of the ace of diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have a potential loser in clubs?
Yes,
Yeah.
the king of clubs.
king of clubs, yes.
Is the king of clubs did I put the king of clubs in the right place for her to win the finesse?
No.
No,
Let's remember what we know about finesses. Well, if she finesses the clubs, where will she lead from, north or south?
she has to lead from north.
She's gonna lead from north.
North.
Have to show
No.
you guys, because I think we have forgotten about finesses. And finesses come up so much that they need to be a common tool that you use. Okay, I'm gonna put the 6-5-2 here and the ace queen 4 here. Okay, so here's her club. If you're not 100% sure about finesses, you might want to look up here. So she's missing the king of clubs, right?
Mhm.
She needs to get that king. Well, she really, yeah, she does to make her contract. So that's something that she wants to get. She wants the king to be here.
Right,
She wants to lead it. Remember, we go clockwise. She leads from here. If she leads from here, she loses the king.
the king.
If she plays the ace, yes, she gets a trick, but then what happens? Then
She's
she
still
loses
stuck.
on the next trick.
Yeah.
If she plays low, they'll play the king and she'll lose it. Marilyn, I see your hand. Just give me 1 second and then I'll answer.
Mhm.
So she leads the club here. If this person plays the king, she plays the ace, and then she still has the queen.
Yes,
If this person plays low, she still doesn't know where the king is, so she plays the queen and hopes that he had the king and didn't play it. That's the way a finesse works. She plays low, he plays low, she plays the queen. Now, if this person has the king, she loses it, but she's got a 50-50 chance. So when you finesse, you lead from the low to the high. Marilyn, question, please?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, so in the heart suit, you said if she plays the jack from her hands, the declare, and West takes the king and she takes the ace from North,
Yes,
doesn't that set up East's 10 for a winner?
it does. So she still has a potential loser in hearts. Yes,
Okay,
she has the queen. Well, not necessarily. If she plays low, a low heart, the 4 of hearts, hear me out. She plays the 4 of hearts. If
That's
West plays, if she
You
plays
said
the 4 of
that
hearts
is-
from her hand, just let me
there's
explain
no
to you.
four.
May I talk, please? She plays the 4 of hearts from her hand. West plays the king. She plays the ace.
Mhm.
And then East plays low. Then if she has the queen of hearts, East plays low. And she plays either the 9 or well, let's say she plays the 9 on it. Then she still has the jack.
I was only referring to when you said she would play the finesse, she'd play the jack of hearts out of her
I
hand.
said she leads the jack.
Yeah.
I said
No.
she leads from the jack. I
Oh,
thought I said she leads from the jack. She can lead low.
yeah, she should lead low because if she
Right.
plays the jack, you said
Okay,
then,
I think there was a misunderstanding. I think what I meant,
I get-
what I said was she leads from the jack, from the side with
Got
the
it.
jack, but thank you.
Okay.
Tom, question?
Yeah, when after the 2 of hearts is led, your play would be the queen?
My
From
play would be
from dummy?
low. My play would be the 6.
6, okay,
My play would be the 6.
okay.
And then, and so in that case, because of that lead, she doesn't even have to worry about the finesse, right? Because it goes 2 of hearts, 6 of hearts, 10 of hearts by east, and jack of hearts by south. See what I'm saying?
Yes, yes,
And now she knows where the king is. She knows because if East had the king, he would have played it. Does everyone hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
She knows that West had to have the king. Because
Mhm.
when West led the 2 and North played the 6, If East had the king, she would have played it because she sees the ace and queen on the board. So she knows that king would have been good.
Yeah,
Okay, everybody good?
yes.
Okay. All right, so we're not gonna play out the whole hand. You know she's going to win the finesse in hearts because of the lead and also because of where the king is. So she doesn't lose any spades, she doesn't lose any hearts, she's gonna lose one diamond. And when she finesses the club, she's gonna lose one club.
Mhm.
Now she has the potential to lose a second club. Do you see that?
Mhm.
Mhm.
She does have the potential to lose a second club,
Mhm.
but she's going to win. She can work it out to win an extra diamond and then drop off a club on the diamond. So if she leads, let's see, she leads a jack of diamonds, gets out the ace. Then the next time diamonds are led, she leads the king, plays low, gets to her hand and plays the queen of diamonds and drops off a club. I don't know if you followed all that, but she can, by playing the diamonds correctly, she can force out the ace with the king, win it of diamonds, win a trick with the jack, get back into her, to the dummy, lead that last diamond, that queen of diamonds, and she won't have any diamonds left in her hand, so she could drop off a club. Did I go too fast? You saw that.
Yeah. Good.
All right, she drops off a club, and then she doesn't lose that extra club.
Mhm.
Okay,
I have two questions on finesse.
yes,
One, it's fair to say, though, that there's no downside in a finesse because,
yes, there is.
okay, but weren't you gonna lose?
The downside is, if you don't have to finesse to make the contract, don't. Because you
Well,
have a 50-50 chance of losing the finesse.
Right, well, of course, why finesse if you can win the contract? But I'm talking, if you have to finesse, it's not, there's no downside because,
No,
okay.
if the only way to make the contract is a finesse, then you finesse.
Right, the second
And what's your
question,
second question?
when you know you're being finessed, or there's a chance, is there any defense we could think about before we put that king out when we're not sure?
All
You know-
right, if you have the king, so somebody leads the jack, right?
Yeah,
And you're playing next. And you've got the king, jack, you've got the king, 10-9.
right,
I'm playing the king
right.
because that sets up my 10 and 9 to be tricks. Right?
Yes,
If I have a king, somebody leads a jack. I've got a, they have no, they lead the queen. Let's say they lead the queen. I see the ace on the board, they're leading the queen. I've got the king, 5-4-3. What's gonna happen if I play the king?
Gonna get taken.
It's gonna get taken.
right,
So I will play low on that. I've no reason to play the king. I'm gonna beat the lead of the queen in a finesse with the king if it sets up other cards in my hand to take tricks.
got it, okay.
If all I have is garbage after that king, I'm gonna hold on to the king. That should answer your question, right?
That does, thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's look at 15. And West is the dealer. And please bid out that hand. And then we're gonna go to reevaluating your hand.
Okay. Hands.
Okay, and while you're figuring it
Good
out,
club.
some people have a tendency to count out loud, which is perfectly fine. I'm just gonna ask you to mute yourself if you do that.
And where is the chat? I can't find the chat.
Okay, if you kind of move your mouse around, and you see where it says participants,
Yes.
right next to
Click
it should be
that.
chat.
Oh, the dot. Oh, there's a dot next to it.
It's a little speech bubble that says chat.
Okay, found it. Okay, good. in the previous hand, it makes 5 spades, correct? On page 14, the bottom that we just talked about,
Or,
made an
It
extra
is
trick.
4 spades. I'm not gonna take the time
But
now
when
to
we
go
play
over
it
it
out,
again.
okay, okay,
Depends how you play it, depends what the others play, but there's the potential to make 5 spades.
okay.
So we're gonna go over the bidding in a minute and answering the questions.
I thought this was homework.
Yes, it was homework. And because it was homework, I'm going to go over it now. If West is the dealer, West has, yes, West is the dealer. West has 5, 10, 15, 16 high card points and a balanced hand. West opens 1, no trump. You can unmute yourself if you'd like. West opens 1, no trump.
Right.
North is in the overcall position with 8 points. She's not doing it 9 points. She's not doing anything. She's going to pass. East is responding to 1, no trump.
2 clubs.
2 clubs.
Two
Stamen.
clubs.
Clubs, she's going to use stamen. Remember, we
Yes.
learned stamen in our first class. Stamen says, partner, you opened 1, no trump. I have 8 high card points or more and a 4 card major. In fact, she has 10 high card points, which is fine, and a 4 card spade suit. So she will use stamen. 2 clubs.
Yes.
South passes. West is required to answer her partner. West does not have a 4 card major, so West will say 2 diamonds. Remember, D for diamonds, D for don't have a 4 card major. 1, no trump by West, 2 clubs, no intervening bid, so we can use stamen. 2 clubs by East, 2 diamonds by West. And of course, passing from North and South throughout. Comes back to East. East says to herself, well, if my partner doesn't have a 4 card major in spades,
No trump.
we belong in no trump. So the
Right.
question is, at what level in no trump? Well, if
Hmm.
my partner has 15 to 17 high card points and I've got 10, even in a worst case scenario with my partner having 15 and 10 is 25. That's enough for 3, no trump. The
3 no
contract is 3, no trump.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope everybody
Okay.
had that. That was actually pretty standard bidding. Okay, the contract is 3, no trump. Everybody passes. And since West is the declarer at 1, no trump, East is, excuse me, East is the dummy and North is going to lead. All right, so we answered question number 1. What is West's opening bid? You should have had 1, no trump. And what is you basing that on? On the fact that they have 15 to 17 high card points and a balanced hand.
Yes.
Whoever the opener is, how should partner respond? I don't even know what that question means.
Stamen.
But I don't know what whoever the opener is. Oh, meaning that even if West
Right.
wasn't the opener, as long as West bid 1, no trump, East has to respond with statement by saying 2 clubs. Will there be any overcalls in this hand? No.
No.
Why? They don't have enough points. Opener's second bid will be 2 diamonds
2 diamonds.
because she's responding to the statement convention. And the final contract, question number 5, will be 3, no trump. And now we're on question 6, what will be a good lead?
Hmm.
So let's look at North. North is leading against 3, no trump. When we're going to have a class on leads, but it's standard practice that when you're leading against 3, no trump, you lead the 4th down from the longest and strongest. And her longest suit is clubs.
clubs.
We want to develop long suits in no trump because we want to try to make lower cards good by forcing
Yes.
out their opponent's larger cards. Okay, so she's going to lead the 5 of clubs because that is the 4th down from the top of her clubs. Okay, and then East puts her hand down on the table And question 7 asks, is Declara counting winners or losers?
Winners.
Declara is counting winners. In a no trump contract, you count winners. In a suit contract where there's a trump suit named, you count
Yeah.
losers. So she has to make 9 tricks. She has to win 9 tricks to make her contract. The question is, will she make the contract? Well, let's see. Let's go over her plan. And again, we're not looking at north and south. We're only looking at east and west because that's all West sees. She sees the 5 of clubs by north and everything else is in west and east. So let's go suit by suit. And there's no chance of her being trumped. In spades, how many winners do you see her having?
Three.
Well, I see
Three.
3. Right?
No.
She's got the king, the queen, the 10, and the 9.
Oh, I'm looking
One
at
of
the-
those is going to force out opponent's ace. And the
Oh.
other 3 are going to be good. So I'm giving her 3 winners in spades. In hearts, I'm giving her 3 winners. She's got the
Yes.
ace, the king, and the queen.
Yeah, her friend.
Right.
In diamonds, I'm giving her 3 winners. She's got the king, the queen, the jack, the 10, the 9, the 8, except that she's going to be playing from both hands. So you can't count all of those as good. So either the jack or the 10 is going to force out opponent's ace, and then she's got the other 4, right?
Right.
So she's got the other 3, I mean. So she's got 3 tricks in diamonds. Looking good. She already has 9 tricks. And then in clubs, she has a definite club trick.
1.
So I'm
Okay.
saying she's going to make an over trick. Everybody agrees she makes an over trick?
Yes.
Maybe not.
Why?
Let's find out. Let's go back to her lead of let's go back to North's lead of the 5 of clubs. That club suit could be her undoing. Okay, 5 of clubs is led. She'll play the 4 from east. South will play the king. And West will say, if I play that ace, that jack is no good. And then I have nothing to stop their clubs. And North led a club, which means clubs is his best suit. I'm going to duck this trick, which means I'm not going to win it. I'm going to play the 3 on the king. And it's actually a good move for her because now she's got the ace to take away opponent's queen, and then she also has the jack. Right? As long as she lets them lead clubs. If she leads clubs, she loses another trick. If she lets them lead clubs, she's going to take 2 tricks. And that's exactly what South is going to do. After South takes the king of clubs, and I hope you're marking them off as we talk about the tricks, South will lead a club back. That's what her partner led. She's going to lead it back. Queen of clubs. Maybe her partner has the ace. No, West takes the ace. North plays the 2, and East plays the 6. So that jack of clubs is good. Should she play it? Should West play the jack of clubs because it's good?
No.
No.
No,
No, because she's got
no,
the king.
no. It's her opponent's suit. It's called a stopper. It hopefully keeps them from leading clubs. So she's not going to touch the clubs. She's going to let them lead the clubs. Okay. Unfortunately, she's missing a couple of aces. Let's get one of those aces out. Okay. The clubs and the diamonds are basically equal. She's in her hand. Let's play the jack of spades. I mean the spades and I don't mean the clubs and the diamonds. I mean the spades and the diamonds. Jack of spades. North plays low. Maybe North is thinking maybe her partner has the king or queen. East plays the 9. South plays the 2. Oh, well, not going to get that one. So West is now going to play the 8 of spades. This time North is going to take it. North plays the ace. East plays the 10. South plays the 3. You know why North is taking that ace of spades?
Play a
So
club.
she can play a club back.
Mhm.
So she plays the 7 of clubs. East plays the 8. South throws off a diamond. And West takes the Jack of clubs because she has no choice. Okay, how many tricks has West taken so far? Are we keeping track?
Yeah, I missed one.
4 tricks.
She won 1 spade trick. She won 2 club tricks
Yeah,
so far,
Yeah,
right? She won 2 club tricks. She won 1 spade trick. And hearts and diamonds haven't been played. Okay, so West is back in her hand. And what should she play next?
Spade.
Another spade. Spades are all good. 7 of spades. 6 of spades by north. Queen of spades by east. 4 of spades by south. That's another spade trick. She's in the dummy now. Lead that king of spades. King of spades by east. She could throw up another little diamond. They're no good. And what should West throw off in her hand? It's a shame because whatever she throws off is a winner. She could throw off the 8 of diamonds. It's a shame. And we haven't played from north yet, right? We haven't played from north yet?
Right.
Right.
She led, right? So would you like her to play a diamond or a heart or a club?
A heart.
A heart. Why not the diamond? Well, just in case her partner has the king of diamonds, she doesn't want to have to play the ace on it, right?
Right.
She doesn't want to leave herself with a singleton ace. Why not a club? Those are her chances of taking tricks. She's going to hold on to those clubs. The hearts are useless. Okay, so right now, West has made 3 spade tricks and 2 club tricks. Am I right?
yes,
She's
yes.
made 5 tricks.
Yeah.
And she's in the dummy, where she just won with the king. So what's her next attack? Doesn't really matter what she does, because as soon as she plays that diamond, it all falls apart. Let's have her play the hearts. Ace of hearts. 4 of hearts by south. 10 of hearts by west. 4 of hearts by north. There's a heart trick. Now she can play a low heart from east. 8 of hearts by south. Queen of hearts by west. And the other heart by north. That's another heart trick. She plays the king of hearts. North has to throw off. I think she's going to throw off a 5 of diamonds.
And
Let
You
me
have-
finish and then I'll take questions. Let me finish and then I'll take questions. I'm going to have her throw off the 5 of diamonds. I don't want her to touch those clubs. And she certainly can't throw off the ace of diamonds. So it doesn't matter what he throws off. He still throw off a heart. I mean, a diamond, sorry, a diamond. And south, what was led? The heart, right? South will throw off a low heart. So she plays out all her hearts. Now she has nothing else to go to but diamonds. As soon as she plays the diamond, 9 of diamonds, North takes the ace. And then she plays her 2 clubs. And the contract is defeated. So North takes the ace of diamonds, the ace of spades, and 2 clubs. You see she still has 2 clubs left in her hand? North has 2 clubs left in her hand. Nobody can beat them. North has held on to that ace of diamonds, so she has a way of getting control. So she wins the trick, and then she can get the 2 clubs. So she wins the ace of spades, the ace of diamonds. She wins 2 clubs. And remember that South took a club trick.
Earlier.
at the beginning. So they get 5 tricks and they defeat the contract, even though we were all sure that West would make an over trick. Now I'll take Michelle's question.
I was just pointing out that there's a 4 of hearts in both north and south. I
Right,
don't
so
know
one
if that
has to
adjusts.
be a
There?
5.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
one
sorry.
has to
All right,
be a
you'll,
five.
that was a mistake. So you'll figure out which card that should be, right? Which
Yeah.
one is missing. Thank you.
I have a question. And,
Yes.
in the middle of these throwing off cards, we're in east, hearts on the east. And you said an ace, throw off an ace against the west.
Not throw up, lead.
Sorry, lead an ace. I was wondering, does it matter if you if east led a 3 and you went the
It
other?
matters where you want to end up.
I have no idea.
You
why.
want to end up, because you're going to take an ace, a king, and a queen. Do you want to
Right.
end up in your hand or do you want to end up in the dummy? So you just have to plan it out. Because if you leave the ace for last, then you're going to end up in the dummy with the ace of hearts.
How many years is it going to take for me to think of what you just said? I understand you.
Point too much.
I know when you were 15 and pregnant with your daughter, as you told us, you were studying
know.
bridge.
Oh
but-
my God.
Well, you said that. I'm
I
sorry.
never said 15.
Wow.
I said my daughter is 50 is what I said.
Oh,
Never
so
said I
figure
was
it out.
15. Oh, but then again, if that makes me younger, sure, I was 15.
That's what I meant. No, but I see what you're saying. You have to figure out where you want to end up.
Where you want to end up. Okay, so again, I just want you to see, because North pushed her longest suit,
Right.
and because North had those 2 aces, she knew that she was going, as long as she didn't play those aces, she was eventually going to get back control. And because she forced her opponents to play out all their high clubs, she was able to get two extra club tricks. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. With that in mind, have 42 minutes left. Please take a couple of minutes and read page 16 to yourself up to where it says practice exercises, and then we'll talk about reevaluating your hand. This is a little easier than what we've been doing. I'm going to ask you to mute yourself, please, if you're talking. Thank you.
I'll tell you nothing.
I'm going to ask you again to mute yourself if you're talking. Okay, if we can come back together, I am going to distill this down to a nutshell. How do you know when you have found a fit with your partner's suit?
You don't have 8 cards together.
You have 8 cards.
Yeah.
How do you know if you have 8 cards? Well, your partner opens 1 in a major and you've got 3, you've got 8 cards. Your partner has responded to your minor suit bid with a major. They have 4, you have 4, you have 8. Your partner has bid his suit twice without you showing support, showing 6. You've got 2. you've got 8. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
There are various ways, as long as you know the amount of cards in the suit that your partner has, and you can know it by knowing the meaning of the bid, and you add your cards to that, you know whether you have 8. Once you have a fit, you can reevaluate your hand. And you don't even have to look at the paper. I've got the whole thing down in a nutshell. If you have found a fit with your partner's suit, only when you know you have 8, you can look and see if you have any singletons. Obviously, a singleton in the trump suit is not going to help you. So if you know you have 8 cards in hearts and you happen to have a singleton in spades, you can give yourself 3 extra points for that singleton. So let's say you're thinking, I don't know, my partner has 13 points. I've got 10 points. I'm not sure if we have enough for game. Oh, but look, I have a singleton. That gives me 3 more points. So now my partner has 13 and I have 13. Does everyone understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I thought I had 10 points. When I first bid, I thought I had 10 points. But now that I have a fit with my partner, my singleton brings 3 more points into my hand, and I now have 13 points. He has 13, I have 13, we have 26, I'm going to game. Yes?
Okay, yes.
Say something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What if I thought I had 11 points in my hand and my partner has shown 13 points? He opens 1 spade and I've got 11. Oh, let's say I have 12 points. Let's say I have 12 points, but I have a doubleton. That gives me another point. Now I have 13 points. He has 13, I have 13. I know we belong in game. Sandra, you asked before about a void. If my partner and I have agreed on a suit, or he's bid something and I have support and I know we have 8, I can count my void as 5 extra points. That can take a 9-point hand and turn it into a 14-point hand. But here's the thing. You cannot also count length. So if I gave myself a point for having a 5-card suit, I can't give myself a point for having a 5-card suit and also give myself a point for a doubleton. You can't count extra points for length and extra points for shortness at the same time. Giving yourself too many points, you're going to think you have more than you have, and you're going to end up in a contract that's too high.
So, Anne.
I'm
what-
listening.
Yeah, so you have a 5-card major and you are missing a club, so you have no clubs. How do you decide whether to count the void or to count the major with the extra card?
You have a 5-card major, you're giving yourself 1 point for the 5-card major. You're giving yourself 5 points for the void. You tell me.
You go to the 5 points.
You tell me which one you want to go with.
So then do it the other way. So you have a 5-card major, you have the 1 point, and you have a doubleton.
Whichever way you slice it, you can only give yourself 1 point.
Exact same thing.
I don't care how you compute it, as long as you compute it right.
Okay.
And did I read something that most of the time for length is usually on the opening round?
Yes.
So after the opening round, think of,
Well, let's say after the opening round, you don't have a fit with your partner. You can't count. Unless you have found a fit with your partner, you can't count this. You can still continue to count the length.
this is new to me, but could both partners think they have a fit and both inflate their hands because of that?
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
Because let's say I have a singleton in 1 suit. Do I need to keep holding this up or you're good?
We're good.
Because it's all down there. And I'm very weak and fragile. So So let's think about Michael's question. He's saying, well, what if both partners want to count extra points for shortness? Let's say Florence, hi Florence, I like to pick on you. Florence, let's say you have a singleton club and I have a singleton heart. And we're playing in 4 spades. Both of those singletons are going to be helpful. So just think about this. We both have singletons in different suits. I don't remember who had the singleton club. I think I had the singleton club and you had the singleton heart. So once I get rid of my club, I can trump clubs in my hand. And once I get rid of her heart, I can trump hearts in her hand.
Mhm.
And we can go back and forth, trumping different suits in different hands. It's called a cross romp or a cross trump. So both singletons are valuable. So yes, both partners can use their singletons or their doubletons or their voids as, I don't like the word inflating, as you know, reevaluating your hand. Inflating sounds like you're giving yourself points that you're really not entitled to. But I understand what you're saying. Did that answer your question, Michael?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Perfect, perfect.
perfect.
That's one of the easiest things to learn.
I
Yeah.
told you this lesson's not bad.
Can't
all
you
right.
do it all the same?
What was that?
Never mind. I wish everything was like that, but go ahead.
Hey, you know what I wish? I wish I was 15, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
So no, I don't wish I was 15. I just wish I was that much younger. All right, so let's look at the practice exercises at the bottom of 16. And again, just raise your hand, or if you don't know how to, if you haven't figured out how to raise your hand, just shout it out. Let's look at the practice exercise at the bottom of page 16. We have 32 minutes. Maybe we could do this. Partner has opened 1 diamond. Your response was 1 spade. Partner has then rebid 2 spades. Please don't say it out loud. Please write down how many spades you think opener has. Just don't say it. And then I want you to tell me approximately how many points does opener have. I'll tell you when we're going to go over it. We're going to go over it now. If partner has opened 1, partner has opened 1 diamond and your response was 1 spade, and partner has then rebid 2 spades, how many spades does opener have?
4.
4, because he's saying, based on your bid, partner, we have a fit. At that point, people can start reevaluating their hand, right? Please, somebody has 2 devices on and I'm hearing my voice, as lovely as it is, I'm hearing it echoed. How many points does opener have?
13 to
13.
15.
13 to 15 or 12 to 15. Opener has a minimum hand because opener did not jump. Remember?
12 to 14.
With a
Yes.
minimum hand, whatever you do on your rebid, remember one of the things you could do on your rebid was support your partner's suit. This is what opener is doing, right? He's supporting responder's suit. And he's doing it at the cheapest level possible, which means he has a minimum hand. If he had 18 points and he opened 1 diamond and you came back 1 spade, his response would have been 3 spades. I'm showing you that I have support for you, but I'm jumping. Not going to game because I'm not sure we have game. I don't have 19 points. I have 17, 18 points. Okay.
So
All right, so we're good on those. We're good on those 2 answers. No questions
Yeah.
on those 2 answers. All right.
Yeah, wait, what if he has 15, 16 or 17?
Okay, 17 points is a medium hand. You're gonna jump on that. You can say 3 spades. 16 points is kind of like, it's in between a minimum and a medium hand. So I can't tell you every time what to do with 16 points, June.
Okay.
Most of the time, I think you should consider it part of a medium hand. But if your hand is kind of flat otherwise, you don't have any singletons, you don't have any doubletons, you don't have, it's just like a bad 16 points. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Then I would include that as part of a minimum hand. But most of the time, you can find something redeeming in your hand and push 16 points up to a medium hand. Many people automatically consider 16 points a medium hand. I want to give you that out of maybe not. but definitely 17, medium hand. You would jump one level. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm going to give you on page 17, 3 hands. And these are your hands as responder. Your partner has opened 1 diamond. Your response was 1 spade. And partner then rebid 2 spades. So before we do anything else, let's look at hand A, B, and C at the top of page 17. Let's see if you were right to come back with a 1 spade response when your partner opened 1 diamond. In hand A, you have 12 points, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When you came back 1 spade, did you know you had a fit with your partner?
No.
No,
No,
he opened 1 diamond. For all you know, he could have
No.
a singleton spade. He could be void
Yeah.
in spades and have opened 1 diamond. So you can't count those 2 doubletons, can you?
not yet.
Not yet. Like she said, not yet. So you have 11 high card points plus 1 point for distribution, the extra spade, and you say 1 spade. So far, so good?
Yes.
Okay. Hand B, were you right to come back 1 spade? Let's see. You have 6 high card points, 1 point for the extra diamond. You have 7 points. You have a singleton club. It means nothing to you yet. You haven't found a fit in a suit.
Now that you're
Could
past.
have said 2 diamonds, but you said 1 diamond, right?
Yeah,
Have 5 diamonds. You need to have 5 in a suit, in a minor suit, to respond to your partner, because he may only have 3. So your choice was to say 2 diamonds. Partner, I have 6 to 10 points and I can support your suit, or 1 spade. Are there people that would have said 2 diamonds? Yes. But I like you
I
showing
would
it 4
say
card
1
major.
spade.
I like you showing it 4 card major. Okay, let's look at hand number C. Number C, that's not good. Hand C. Partner opened 1 diamond. This time I probably wouldn't have even thought about responding to 2 diamonds because you only have 4. But you have 7, 8,
Eight.
10 points, right? 7, 8, 10 points. Were you right to say 1 spade?
Yes.
Yes.
Could you have said
Absolutely.
1 spade with 14 points? Yes. Could you have said 1 spade with 16 points? With 6 points? With 7 points? Anything from 6 up, unless you have enough to do a jump, which is a lot higher. So all of these, even though they're very different hands, would all be response. You would respond to a 1 diamond opening by your partner with a 1 spade response. But what you would do after partner has shown you support. So again, partner has said 1 diamond, you have said 1 spade, partner has said 2 spades. In each of these cases, you now know there's a fit.
Yes.
So what I want you to do is reevaluate your hand. You cannot give extra points for length, but you can certainly give extra points for singletons and doubletons and voids. And now I'd like you to decide what your next bid is, responder, in A, B, and C. Okay, I'll give you a minute. And if you would like to give your answer, I'm going to ask you to raise your hand, please. So give people a chance. If you have found an answer to A, B, and C, and you would like to share your answer, please
I know
raise
what
your
you're
hand.
doing.
Just go to reactions. It's on the same row with participants. You just kind of have to move your mouse around and just click on reactions. It says raise hand. If you don't have a raise hand, if you have a thumbs up or whatever you don't have, if you don't, just put some symbol next to your name. and I will call on you. We're only doing A, B, and C at the top of 17. Tom, I think we should really be done by now. Tom, would you do hand A, please? What is your
Okay.
response?
My response is 4 spades.
Could you
I have
explain,
11
please?
high card points.
I'm sorry, I lost some of that. It was garbled. Say it again, please.
I have 11 high card points and 2 for the 2 doubletons after reevaluating. That gives me 13, and 13 is 26. And
Good
the
for you. Very nice. If you want to put your hand down now, please, so I can. All right, I don't see any hands up for B. You don't want me to do all the work, do you? Maybe you do. Come on, who's brave? I promise not to hit anybody. All right, Henrietta, what was your response? After you vote, after your partner has opened 1 diamond and you've come back 1 spade and he said 2 spades supporting you, what is your next bid?
My next bid is 3 spades.
Explain.
Okay, I have 6 high card points. And for the singleton club, I have 3, so that's 9. My partner has probably only 13 points. So that gives me 21, and I'm not ready to go to game unless he has more points. So I'm giving him the option.
I'm not, I'm passing.
Why?
And I'll tell you why I'm passing. I'll tell you why I'm passing. My partner has shown by his rebid that he has no more than 15 points. I've got 4, 6, 9 points, correct?
Right.
If he has even 15 points, 15 and 9 is 24. Is there a chance for game with 24 points? No.
No.
Why give him an option to bid game if I know I'm not going to make it? Do you guys see what I'm saying?
Yep.
No,
You don't invite to game unless you think there's a chance, a good chance that you'll make it. There is no chance you'll make it. Even reevaluating your hand, you only have 9 points. You have to think about what partner's bid has shown you. Partner's bid shows a minimum hand. He didn't jump. He has maybe if you're lucky, 15 points. If you're unlucky, he only has 13 points. That gives you 22.
12.
You invite him, he may go to game. You're passing on that.
all right, one question on that. I just stumped me. I understand what you said. I wrote pass, but I have a question mark. What am I missing that when the partner opened with 1 diamond,
Uh-huh.
the spade and then the 2 spades, I get that. But what about these 5 diamonds that the
What
person?
What about him? You found a fit. You found a fit in spades. You always want to play in a major suit over a minor suit. Those diamonds are nice. They're okay.
Well, doesn't that mean you have 9 diamonds between you?
Yeah, so. You have 8 spades and 9 diamonds. I'm going with the spades.
Okay, that's what screwed me up. I always thought
I think in diamonds, he only has to have 3 to open 1 diamond.
Correct.
that's
He
correct.
may only have 3.
That's
He may
correct.
only have
This is an
3. He probably has
interesting
4, but he
hand.
may only have 3.
Okay,
For all you know, your opponents don't have any diamonds. Or one of them may be void, may trump your diamonds right away. Those
Yeah.
diamonds are not necessarily any use to you.
I put down pass, but I didn't know why. So, okay, now
Now
I
you know. Okay. I don't see any hands up for hand C. Come on, somebody be brave.
Oh, okay. I'll be brave.
Mickey,
Okay, 3 spades.
that is correct. Explain.
Okay, explain.
Yeah,
We have 4,
explain.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 points.
You have more
And-
than 9 points.
Wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 point, 11 points. That's right. And 11 points, and the opener may have 12, may have 13. It's still below, I'm not sure of the 26. So I would bid 3, and the opener could always, if the opener has more, then they can go to 4.
So that's an invitation, right, Mickey?
Right.
I'm gonna call Muriel Mickey because I know her and I know that's what she likes to be called. So,
Yes.
so there's a chance. Remember I said there has to be a good chance of game? Well, if
Yeah.
partner has 13 points and you have 11, not so good. A partner could have 15 points and you have 11, which case you have game. You'll never know if you don't invite him. If all he has is 13 points or 14 points, he'll pass. But if he's got the 15 points, he'll go to game
Right.
because he knows you're inviting him. He knows that he has to have a little extra to go to game.
Right.
And how did she get those points? She counted 7, 8, 10 high card points, 1 point for the doubleton and
Wow.
clubs because there's a fit.
Yes.
Everybody good?
Yep.
Now I'm hoping that these hands are not raised because you're shy as opposed to you don't understand. All right, let's go on to scenario number 2 on page 17. Partner has opened 1 heart. Don't call out, please. Please write down how many hearts opener has, minimum. Now, I'm asking you, now you are the responder. You haven't heard a second bid from opener. All you've heard is a 1 heart opening bid.
Yes.
So I'm asking you to consider that opening bid of 1 heart by your partner. And by the way, that was 5 hearts you put down, right?
Yes.
Opener had to have at least 5 hearts. I hope you all had 5. Considering that opening bid of 1 heart, showing 5 hearts, what is your next bid? And I'm asking you, should you include dummy points? And when I say dummy points, those are the points we give when we're reevaluating our hand. That singleton 3 points, that void of 5 points, that doubleton of 1 point. That's what I mean by dummy points. So let's look at all 3 hands. And first of all, before we even figure out what our bid should be, in hand A, can we support partner's bid of hearts?
Sure.
Don't
No,
worry about the level.
Yes.
In hand
Yes, of
B, can
course.
we support, in all 3 hands, can we support an opening bid of 1 heart?
Yes.
Yes.
In hand A, are there dummy points?
1.
Wait, we didn't-
There's a doubleton, so there's dummy points.
Oh,
In hand
okay.
B, are there dummy points?
No.
No singletons, no voids, no doubletons. In hand C, are there dummy points?
Yes. 2.
All right. Actually, it's 3,
3.
3 had get
Oh.
3.
because it's a singleton. It's 3 points.
Oh, yeah. I
oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Remember?
counted wrong. Yeah.
You did. Well, that's it. You finished. All right. So right now, considering the points that you see, considering what your partner has shown you, think about what your next bid would be.
Two hearts. Okay.
Hey, if you would raise your hand if you'd like, let's get some new people. I won't bite. Not too hard anyway. Let's get some new people. I'm looking at no hands raised.
Yeah, I'll raise my hand like this. Can I raise my hand like
I
this?
see 1 hand. Hang on. Anybody who wants to do one of those hands?
I'll do it. See.
I'll be very kind. I only see one hand up. All right, I'm gonna call on Marilyn and maybe, okay, I have Marilyn, I have Gail. Need one more. Come on, be brave.
I can't
Mickey
find the
again,
chat.
okay. All right, Marilyn, how about you do the first one? And
2 hearts,
explain.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. It's just showing support in the suit of hearts and 6 to 10 points.
Right, so you have 7 high card points. You have 1 point for the doubleton and clubs. With 6 to 10 points, you support your partner's hearts. Okay, Gail?
I bid 2 hearts. I have 11 high card points and nothing to reevaluate with. And my partner might have only 13, so that's not enough to go to game. So I'm just going to say 2 hearts.
Okay, but 2 hearts shows 6 to 10 points, Gail.
Oh,
I want to say 3 hearts showing 11
okay,
to 12.
I'll say 3 hearts then.
Because here's why. If your partner has 15 points, right? He has 15 points or 14 points, and you showed him 6 to 10, he's definitely going to pass. But if he has 14 or 15 points and you showed him 11 or 12, he will go to game now. So
Okay.
it's the difference between him going to game. Mickey?
Okay,
I know you had your hand up, but I got
Yes.
a message that June is trying to raise her hand and she has.
okay, fine,
So
sure.
you're such a good person, Mickey. All right, June, would you do hand C, please?
All right, so here you have 8, 9, 12, and then 3 is 15, and your partner has 12, so I would go to 4 hearts.
Okay, so I want you to just keep this hand kind of tucked away in the back of your mind. You can circle it, because if and when we ever learn a convention called Jacobi Tuno Trump, I know it sounds like but Ann, you taught us. No, I taught you Jacobi transfer. There's a convention called Jacobi Tuno Trump that would tell you not to go right away to 4 hearts to do something else. So I know as beginners, and I know I'm calling this intermediate, but we're still kind of beginners here. As beginners, I'm going to say go ahead right away to 4 hearts. But the more sophisticated bid would be something else. So if you do any research, if I don't get to teach it to you, if you do any research on Jacobi Tuno Trump, they would tell you to do something else in this situation.
What would they
June,
tell
do you
us?
know what that is?
Do I know what it is?
Well,
Yes.
what would they tell us?
They would tell you to bid Tuno Trump.
Oh.
It shows support for your partner and opening points.
Oh, boy.
But
And then
doesn't,
you
but doesn't
I
this,
don't want to get into a whole lesson on Jacobi Tuno Trump. That's what the bid would be. You don't have to use it. You could just go right to 4 hearts. Most players would consider 4 hearts meaning something else, but for your purposes, 4 hearts is fine. You have 26 points at least. You have 8 hearts at least. Life is good. Don't worry about it. Actually, you have 9 hearts because partner has 5. Okay, and the last scenario. Partner has opened 1 club. You respond. I'm not telling you what you respond. I want you to put down what you would respond.
This is the next
The
one.
same thing in all 3 hands. Shh, don't call out. please.
Opening up one.
Please don't say it. Gail, do you have a question? Is your hand still up from before?
No, yeah,
Okay, no problem. No problem.
okay.
No problem. I don't want you to get tired raising your hand all this time.
I didn't know how to work that thing. Okay.
Now you do. Okay, so we have the same response in all 3 hands. And now just shout it out, guys. What is it?
1 heart.
1 heart.
1 heart, yes.
1 heart. In all 3 cases, your response is 1 heart. Even in the situations in which you have 4 hearts and 4 spades, you still would respond with the hearts first, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so partner has opened 1 club, you respond 1 heart, partner then rebids 1 spade. So let's think about how many spades opener has. How many spades does he have?
4.
He has 4. If he had 5, he almost definitely would not have opened one club, right?
Right.
Right? He opened 5-card major. Does he have 4 hearts? Does opener have 4 hearts?
No.
No.
If he
No.
had 4 hearts, he would have
He
said,
would have
oh, she's
opened
got
it.
4 hearts, I've got 4 hearts, we've got a fit. So opener has some number of clubs and 4 spades, but he does not have 4 hearts. He didn't bid no trump, so he has a second suit. Remember we had that list of things that you
Yeah.
can do on a rebid? He chose to
Right.
bid another suit. So considering that bidding, he opened a club, you came back a heart, he said 1 spade. Think, do I want to repeat my hearts? Can I support his spades? Do I want to bid no trump? What do I want to do? Oh, can I count my dummy points? Only if there's a fit. Can you count the dummy points? This one is going to be a little harder. So I want you to
Too
take a
hard.
minute, couple of minutes, and figure out what your bid is, your second bid, responder.
2 hearts.
Shh. All 3 hands, and I'm going to ask you to mute yourself if you're going to shout out your wisdom. Also think about, do you want to jump? Responder, do you have a lot of points? Do you want to show him your points? You might want to do that. When you've done all 3 hands, if you would like to share your wisdom with us, raise your hand. I'm looking for new people, new brave people.
Okay.
Okay, I see 1 hand up. Thank you for being brave. Look for a couple more. Bless you.
Thank you.
See 2. Oh, I see hands. Yay. Okay. Let's give everybody else a minute. Finish, or half a minute to finish up. All right. Sandra, would you do hand A, please?
Okay, hand A, I counted 15 high card points. So I'm going to show that I have 6 hearts by saying 3 hearts,
Tell us why 3 hearts and not 2 hearts.
because I have 15 high card points. And my partner could only think I had 6 to 10, but I have a
Right.
better hand.
Right. So that is true. That hand, very good, Sandra. That hand requires a jump. Because you're inviting your partner to game, but you're not sure in what you're going to be playing a game in. If you said 2 hearts, you're saying, I have 6 hearts, partner. That's why I'm repeating them, but I don't have a lot of points here. I'm being very cautious. You see that, guys?
Mhm.
If I say 4 hearts, do you know you have enough points for 4 hearts? The answer is yes. Yes, you do, Mickey. You have enough points for 4 hearts because your points and your partner's points together are 20 enough to make game. But you don't know if you want to play it in 4 hearts because your partner has to have at least 2 hearts for you to have a fit. So you don't want to bid. Remember, when you bid game, you're telling your partner, stop bidding. So if I say 4 hearts, your partner's going to stop bidding. You don't know if you have enough hearts to play in hearts as trump. So you don't make a weak bid of 2 hearts, and you don't go all the way to game in 4 hearts, because even though you've got the points, you may not have enough hearts. So you say 3 hearts. You say to your partner, I've got extra points, but you know what? I don't know if we have enough hearts, so I'm just going to tell you I have 6. If I'm sitting there with that hand and I've got 7 hearts, I'm probably going to go to game. That would be enough for me to go to game, 7 hearts. 6, not exactly. All right. Gail, would you like to do hand B?
Okay, in hand B, I have 13 high card points and I have a fit in spades. And I say, let's go to game 4 spades.
So you have 7, 11, 12, 13. You actually have 14 points in that
Well,
hand.
yeah, and plus I actually have an extra one for the doubleton, but
Correct.
even with the 13, I have enough for game.
Right, but I wanted to make sure that you knew how to reevaluate
Oh,
that.
yeah,
hand.
no, I did put down an extra one for
Right.
doubleton.
Okay, so you're going to go right to 4 spades because you know that your partner has 4 spades. He bid it on his second bid. You've got 4 spades. You've got a fit. On you go. And Tom, would you like to do hand C?
Sure. I have 10 high card points, 1 for the doubleton club, so that's 11. I would bid 3 spades as an invitation.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm saying 3 spades as an invitation because my partner could only have 13 points, so I can't be, rash enough to jump to game. But then again, he might have 15 points, in which case we're good. Any questions? Okay. So we don't really have time. We only have 1 minute left. We don't really have time to do anything else. So I'm going to ask you for homework. You don't want to get into merits. You want to do your homework. I'd like you to bid out the 2 hands on page 18. And please, if you can, actually deal out these hands and play them. Figure out what the good lead would be. Handle cards. It's very nice to play online. I encourage you to play online, but you also need to handle real cards because someday, mark my words, this thing is going to be over, this pandemic, and you're going to want to sit with people and handle cards.